Hello, I am Charulata Pandey. This is my first video blog on Thinkly, and I'll continue to share my feelings around MSMEs, what is their view, what I believe is the potential that they have, what is my philosophy of their growth, and how do I see Indian MSMEs contributing to the growth of Indian economy and to the global GDP as well. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you where the Indian MSMEs stand. Indian MSMEs typically contribute to almost about 30% of India's GDP, even a little beyond that, and they employ almost 40% of the manpower. So the MSMEs are a very significant player when it comes to looking at how the employments get generated, how the wealth distribution happens across the country, and how it happens across the different geographies as well. The large corporates operate out of certain patches, and based on the economy that they get in certain patches, based on the maybe it could be logistical part, it could be the availability of the raw material, it could be availability of the workforce. So based on various parameters, the large corporates take certain decision and then they operate from one particular area. The MSMEs are typically started by the individuals who are either technologically oriented and they believe that they can change the world with their product, or people who have identified some kind of a supply chain gap and then they become traders to meet this supply chain gap. So they know a source wherein they can source the material, they know a final client who would need it, and that is what is the gap that's being filled up. The third wave in this MSME is primarily the services industry. And services industry people who have started these businesses are very passionate about the problem that they can solve. It could be around healthcare, wherein they could take care of senior citizens. It could be around food delivery. It could be even around doing something as a routine maintenance. And all of these things have gained very big names in the Indian industry today. They are even the Zomato is the IPO is the biggest story that we are talking about. So what we have seen is that across the different industry, the smaller enterprises are being encouraged, and a lot of people now are turning towards entrepreneurship in India. What is that they would need? The biggest challenge, if you ask anybody that if they want to start their business and how they should start, they would talk about is the capital. Availability of the capital in India is one of the primary concerns. That is listed in the social media and that's what people talk about. However, over a period of time, the business communities have never faced this challenge. So how do they generate this capital? There are some very interesting stories in India. If you belong to any of this community or if you happen to know these communities, then you know that a lot of these kids come over, work with them for a particular period, and then they get trained on this particular part, and the owner, or it could be a small shop owner or a trader with whom this particular individual is working, the moment they feel that he is capable, they will lend him the money and then they will make him work. Because this individual has been trained under the same set of people, they are absolutely confident about how he would deliver, and then they would support him in early stage of business to ensure that he is also successful. And this model has been running for centuries together. Now, when you look at the typical MSMEs, most of these people are normally the first generation entrepreneurs, and they don't really have that kind of a background to build an ecosystem around them. So the challenge that most of the Indian MSMEs face is basically creating an ecosystem around them that would cover their vendor base. They may know the client and they can reach out to the client, so that's perfectly possible. However, creating the vendor base and creating the base around the financial services that they get or the access to capital is a challenge that they are facing. And once they get this capital by in certain ways, then they find it very difficult to utilize it correctly for their growth. Most of the MSMEs, if you ask, they would tell you that the working capital is always short. They're always short on the working capital and they don't really know as to what is the right way for them to optimize it. So what I'm going to do today, Indian MSMEs most of the time believe that they are always short on the working capital. And then they are not sure about why this particular capital is always short, and they believe that the only way for growth is for them to secure more and more working capital. Is that the right way? Is there a better way for these companies to look at their working capital and see how they can ensure that the working capital is working at the back end for them to grow, and not that they keep on securing too much of working capital at a very high cost and they eventually end up working just to repay that loan rather than creating a value for themselves? To answer these queries, I have written this book called Making Working Capital Work for You. Over next few videos, I am going to share with you how this particular framework will help you in managing your working capital better. Thank you.